Hello, Newton children. Santa Claus here. I'm going to read you a story called Rudy's Windy Christmas. One Christmas Eve at Santa's house, amid the ice and snow, the Clauses shared a festive feast before he had to go. Mrs. Claus, who loves her sprouts, ate each and every one. But Santa fed his to a friend until the last was gone. Bye-bye, dear, said Santa, lifting one more sack of toys. It's time for me to go and visit all the girls and boys. Then Santa and his reindeer friends flew up into the sky, the sleigh secure behind them, and the presents piled high. They just got to Australia when Dasher took a sniff. What was that funny smell that had a sprouty sort of whiff? Oh, pardon me, said Rudy, but I think I've done a pump. My tummy did a rumble, then my bottom did a trump. The other reindeer giggled as they flew into the sky, the sleigh secure behind them, and the presents piled high. The air was sweet for many miles. Then Dancer took a sniff somewhere over China. He had smelled that sprouty whiff. Oh, dearie me, said Rudy. Now I've done a windy pop. This is a bit embarrassing. I'll do my best to stop. The reindeer giggled more and more. Then they flew into the sky, the sleigh secure behind them, with the presents piled high. For a while the air was sweet. Then Prancer took a sniff. This time it was in India he smelled that sprouty whiff. I'm sorry, boys, said Rudy, but I've done a booty burp. Why did I eat so many sprouts? I feel like such a twerp. The reindeer chuckled hard, and then they flew into the sky, the sleigh secure behind them, and the presents piled high. The air was sweet for quite some time, then Vixen took a sniff. Just as they reached South Africa, he smelled that sprouty whiff. Oh, excuse me, said Rudy. What a smelly, stinky fluff. I really wish this wind would go. I've cut the cheese enough. The reindeer laughed and laughed, and then they flew into the sky, the sleigh secure behind them, and the presents piled high. For a while the air was sweet. Then Comet took a sniff. On landing in the UK, he had smelled that sprouty whiff. Oh, goodness me, said Rudy. Now I've done a great big toot. That really was a ripper from my poor old bottom flute. The reindeer had hysterics as they flew into the sky with the sleigh secure behind them and the presents piled high. The air was sweet for several hours. Then Cupid took a sniff, 'cause once more, in the USA, he smelled that sprouty whiff. Forgive me, please, said Rudy, but I've blown my rear-end trumpet. I can't believe there was enough wind left inside to pump it. Donner and Blitzen and the other reindeer rolled around, doubled up with laughter as they lay upon the ground. They've laughed so much they're out of puff, said Santa. They can't fly. However will we get this heavy sleigh home through the sky? Some super turbo gas is what we need right now, Rudy boomed. He stuck his windy bottom in the air, and off they zoomed. But when they reached the North Pole, Santa got a big surprise. All the elves had wrapped their stripy scarves up to their eyes. "We've had an awful time," one little elf told Santa Claus. "Ever since you left, your wife has air-pooped without pause." "Ho, ho, ho," said Santa. "Sprouts are more fun than I knew. I think I'll eat mine up next year, so I can join in too." So, if you wake up Christmas night and smell a certain stink, just look up in the sky and give old Santa Claus a wink. Merry Christmas to you all.